This strange object has been spotted above China. One user by the name of Lee said that they've always been fascinated by the night sky and said they've spent countless hours gazing up at the stars and planets, marveling at the mysteries of the universe. Although they didn't see this strange object, they reported that it was posted on a social media group they follow. The witness who saw the phenomena said that at first it was just a small, faint light in the distance, moving slowly across the sky. But as they watched, the light grew brighter and larger, until it was clear that it was not a star or planet, but something much stranger. The object was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was shaped like a giant staircase, with a series of smaller orbs and lights rotating around its center. As it drew closer, the eyewitness could see that the smaller orbs were changing colors and emitting a strange, pulsating energy. They watched in amazement as the object moved closer and closer until it was hovering directly above their house, casting an eerie, otherworldly glow over the surrounding area. They could feel something being emitted from the object and said they felt a sense of both awe and fear wash over them. For what felt like hours, they watched as the object hovered in the sky, seemingly studying the earth below. The eyewitness reported that they could see strange symbols and patterns etched into the surface of the object and said that it was unlike anything they had seen before. As suddenly as it had appeared, the object began to move away, disappearing into the distance. For weeks afterward, the eyewitness could not shake the image of the strange object from his mind. Luckily enough, they managed to take a photograph of the event, which they then shared to social media in order to get some answers for what it was that they saw. Various ideas have been presented to explain what the object was, with some saying that it was a type of atmospheric anomaly, while those interested in the unknown put forward the idea that it could have been a piece of technology that was cloaked, and that due to the sun's rays, it partially revealed the object. Oddly enough, one user by the name of Samantha said that she had seen a similar-looking object. She reported that she often dreamed of witnessing something strange and mysterious for herself. One evening, as she was driving home from work, Samantha saw something in the sky that she could not explain. At first, she thought it was a plane or a helicopter, but as she drew closer, she realized that it was something far stranger. The object was hovering in the sky, its shape resembling that of a ladder, with a series of rungs that seemed to be holding it in place. The object glowed with an eerie, pulsating light, and Samantha could feel the heat and energy emanating from it. As she watched, the object began to move, hovering over the road in front of her car. Samantha could see strange symbols and patterns etched into the surface of the object, and she knew that whatever it was not of this world. For what felt like hours, Samantha watched as the ladder-like object moved slowly across the sky, seemingly studying the earth below. She could feel her heart pounding in her chest, and she wondered if she was the only one who had witnessed the strange and otherworldly sight. As suddenly as it had appeared, the object began to move away, accelerating at an incredible speed and disappearing into the distance. Samantha sat in her car, stunned and overwhelmed by what she had just witnessed. For weeks afterward, Samantha could not shake the image of the strange, ladder-like object from her mind. She told her friends and family about what she had seen, but most dismissed her story as the product of an overactive imagination. But Samantha knew what she had seen, and she was determined to uncover the truth. She spent hours researching online, poring over books and articles about sightings and mysterious encounters, trying to find others who had witnessed the strange ladder-like object in the sky. Eventually, Samantha's search led her to a group of like-minded individuals, a small community of amateur astronomers and enthusiasts who had seen similar objects in the sky above their homes and communities. Together, they shared information and theories about the strange ladder-like object, trying to piece together the puzzle of its origins and purpose. They scoured the internet, looking for any clues or evidence that might help them understand the mysterious object. For Samantha, the experience had been both exhilarating and terrifying. She had seen something that defied explanation, and it had opened her mind to a whole new world of possibilities. When people witness strange lights or objects in the sky that they cannot explain, their first instinct may be to assume that they have seen an unidentified object. However, many of these sightings can be attributed to natural phenomena, such as weather patterns or astronomical events. One common explanation for unidentified objects is misidentified aircraft or satellites. A low-flying airplane or a satellite reflecting sunlight can appear as a bright light moving quickly across the sky, leading people to believe that they have seen something otherworldly. Similarly, weather phenomena such as lightning, ball lightning, or sprites can create strange and unexpected visual effects in the sky. These atmospheric events can cause glowing orbs, strange shapes, or unusual patterns in the sky that can be easily misinterpreted as unidentified objects. Astronomical events, such as meteor showers or other celestial bodies entering the Earth's atmosphere, can also cause unusual sightings. For example, the appearance of a meteor or comet can create a bright and unusual light display in the sky, leading some to mistake it for an unidentified object. Even natural phenomena on the ground, such as swamp gas or bioluminescent creatures, can create strange and unexpected lights and shapes in the sky that may be misinterpreted as strange objects. In some cases, psychological factors, such as suggestibility or hallucinations, may play a role in mysterious sightings. People who are already predisposed to believing in advanced life or who have experienced a traumatic event may be more likely to interpret strange phenomena as evidence of unidentified objects. It is also worth noting that in many cases, sightings are simply hoaxes or misunderstandings. People may fabricate sightings for attention or profit, while others may mistake common objects such as balloons or drones for unidentified objects. While it is true that some sightings may be genuine sightings of unexplained phenomena, the majority of sightings can be explained by natural phenomena or human error. It is important to approach reports of unidentified objects with a critical eye and to consider all possible explanations before jumping to conclusions. As of right now, while the idea of unidentified objects may be fascinating, it is important to recognize that natural phenomena can account for the majority of reported sightings. In the vast expanse of the ocean, a hidden world lay beneath the depths, a realm largely unexplored and shrouded in mystery. It was here, in the remote waters of the Pacific, that a remarkable discovery was made, thanks to the keen eyes of a curious observer using Google Earth. An amateur explorer with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown found himself engrossed in the satellite imagery of Google Earth. He spent countless hours navigating the virtual globe, seeking hidden treasures and anomalies that would ignite his sense of wonder. As he pored over the imagery of the Pacific Ocean, his gaze fixated on a remote section, far from any human settlement. An enormous object caught his attention. He described it as a massive structure nestled on the ocean floor, its size and shape defying explanation. Intrigued, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had stumbled upon something truly significant. He decided to share it on social media so others could look at it. Driven by his curiosity, he wanted to know what this strange object was and how it was able to change direction on the ocean floor. According to him, the object that can be seen at the end of the trail looks to be in the shape of a pyramid. He said that the mysterious structure doesn't match anything else in the area and wanted to post it online so that others could put forward their own theories for what they thought it could be. The user who found it said that the possibilities seemed endless, suggesting that it could have been an ancient temple, an underwater city, or evidence of an advanced civilization predating recorded history. As of right now, he's said that it's important to note that pyramids have been uncovered all over the world and caused him to suggest that there could be pyramids submerged at the bottom of the ocean. The scale of discoveries made in recent years by scientists has completely transformed the way we view our oceans, so we should remain receptive to the potential of marine exploration. In the watery depths, entire civilizations have been lost over time, leaving behind awe-inspiring constructions on par with cutting-edge modern engineering. Denying the accomplishments of past generations is unfair, and until we have explored all the uncharted ocean territories, it is quite feasible that large structures could be lurking beneath the waves. As noted, it is intriguing to see what appears to be a large object at the end of what appears to be an artificial track. It is noteworthy that those who have viewed the images have observed that the areas surrounding the structure appear to be blurred, indicating that an organization may have intentionally done this to obscure details about it. It is widely known that certain organizations alter photographs prior to their public release. It has been acknowledged that specific regions on Google Earth have been obscured due to security concerns. Certain locations may not be visible to the public eye, as they are restricted areas that authorities have deemed off-limits. Consequently, these areas are obscured with intentional blurring or black boxes to prevent any further disclosure of details. This may refer to sites that are restricted from public access, such as government establishments. The query that arises is what the intention is behind obscuring something in the ocean, and why numerous uncanny objects feature blurred markings. As of right now, various theories have been put forward to explain what these objects are, including artificial structures, monuments that have been lost to the waves, and giant pyramids. There's countless interesting ocean discoveries that are being made each year, and one of these are underwater supervolcanoes. An underwater supervolcano is an awe-inspiring force of nature, capable of unleashing immense power and causing widespread devastation. While the eruption of a supervolcano on land is well documented and understood, the eruption of such a volcano beneath the ocean's surface presents its own unique set of challenges and potential consequences. Imagining the scenario of an underwater supervolcano eruption allows us to explore the potential impacts on the marine environment and human populations. Firstly, an underwater supervolcano eruption would release an enormous amount of magma, gases, and volcanic ash into the surrounding water column. The sudden discharge of molten rock and gases would generate intense heat, leading to the formation of superheated plumes and steam explosions. These powerful eruptions would create a turbulent and hazardous environment for marine life. The immediate impact on marine ecosystems would be devastating. The release of volcanic ash and gases, such as sulfur dioxide, would lead to acidification of the surrounding waters. This change in pH levels would have profound effects on the delicate balance of marine organisms, particularly those with calcareous shells or skeletons, such as corals and shellfish. The acidification would disrupt their ability to build and maintain their protective structures, leading to widespread mortality and ecological imbalance. Furthermore, the rapid injection of volcanic material into the ocean would cause a sudden increase in water temperature. This rise in temperature would create thermal stress, potentially causing mass bleaching of coral reefs and the death of other sensitive marine organisms. The subsequent decline in biodiversity could have cascading effects throughout the food chain, impacting the abundance and distribution of marine species. The eruption of an underwater supervolcano would also release large quantities of volcanic ash into the atmosphere. Unlike ash from land-based eruptions, which can settle relatively close to the source, ash from underwater eruptions would disperse over vast distances, carried by ocean currents and atmospheric winds. This ash can pose a significant threat to human health, as fine particulate matter can cause respiratory problems, visibility issues, and potential air traffic disruptions. In addition to the immediate effects on marine ecosystems and human health, an underwater supervolcano eruption would have broader environmental consequences. The release of gases, including sulfur dioxide, into the atmosphere would lead to the formation of aerosols and sulfuric acid clouds. These clouds would reflect sunlight back into space, resulting in a temporary cooling effect on the Earth's surface. This phenomenon, known as volcanic winter, can lead to a decrease in global temperatures and altered weather patterns. The long-term effects of an underwater supervolcano eruption on climate would depend on the scale and duration of the eruption. Large-scale eruptions have the potential to inject significant amounts of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, which can persist for months or even years. The resulting cooling effect could disrupt agricultural practices, leading to crop failures and food shortages. Changes in precipitation patterns could also impact water resources and alter the distribution of ecosystems worldwide. Societal impacts would be significant in the aftermath of an underwater supervolcano eruption. Coastal communities located near the eruption site would face immediate dangers, including tsunamis generated by the displacement of water and potential pyroclastic flows. The destruction of marine habitats and fisheries could have severe economic consequences for communities dependent on ocean resources. International cooperation and preparedness would be essential to mitigate the impacts of an underwater supervolcano eruption. Monitoring systems capable of detecting precursory signs of volcanic activity would be critical for issuing timely warnings and evacuating vulnerable populations. Collaborative efforts in disaster response, scientific research, and the development of resilient strategies would be crucial to address the complex challenges posed by such an event. The ocean, covering approximately 71% of the Earth's surface, is a vast and mysterious realm that holds countless wonders waiting to be discovered. Despite centuries of exploration and scientific advancements, much of the ocean remains unexplored, hiding secrets and surprises in its depths. Understanding the extent of unexplored areas is a complex task, but current knowledge and ongoing research suggest that a significant portion of the ocean remains unknown to us. One of the key factors contributing to the ocean's unexplored nature is its immense size. The ocean encompasses 5 major basins: the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Southern, and Arctic Oceans. Each of these basins is vast, with depths ranging from a few meters in coastal areas to several kilometers in the open ocean. The combined area of these basins, including their numerous underwater mountain ranges, trenches, and abyssal plains, presents an enormous challenge for comprehensive exploration. Furthermore, the ocean's extreme depths pose significant technological and logistical hurdles. The pressure and darkness in the deep sea demand specialized equipment and vehicles capable of withstanding tremendous pressures and providing adequate lighting for observation. Deep-sea exploration requires submersibles, remotely operated vehicles, and autonomous underwater vehicles to access and study the abyssal depths, where conditions are harsh and environments are largely unexplored. To date, the majority of human exploration has focused on the relatively shallow coastal areas and continental shelves. These regions are more accessible and provide valuable resources for human populations, such as fisheries and mineral deposits. However, as the depth increases beyond the continental shelves into the abyssal plains and trenches, the challenges multiply, and our knowledge becomes progressively limited. The Mariana Trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean, is a prime example of an unexplored region. It is the deepest part of the world's oceans, reaching depths of over 10,900 meters, or 35,800 feet. In addition to depth, the ocean's vastness and remoteness further contribute to its unexplored nature. Large areas, such as the Southern Ocean surrounding Antarctica, remain largely inaccessible due to extreme weather conditions, sea ice, and isolation. These regions present formidable challenges to researchers and limit opportunities for extensive exploration. Advancements in technology have allowed scientists to explore the ocean more extensively in recent years. Sophisticated sonar systems, satellite imaging, and improved underwater robotics have enhanced our ability to map the seafloor and gather data remotely. However, these technologies are limited in their capacity to provide detailed information about specific habitats, ecosystems, and the myriad species that inhabit them. So, what do you make of these interesting ocean discoveries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.